All right, if you're a collector like I am, this is Super Plastic Gugumon. Now, this is Chop Chop, and this guy has been very difficult to get. I found them for a little pricey, sometimes in there they cost a lot of money, but this is not bad a deal, to be honest with you. For 100 bucks, not bad. But I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I want to own this guy. I want to have him here in my house. I want to make sure I could keep him and enjoy him as much as I can. So I'm gonna build something. This is for educational purposes. I was able to get the actual pictures of this guy, and fortunately, they have from great pictures where they do a 360 of him all around, showing the character itself. And it's one of those things that I say, you know what? We're gonna try to mimic this. We're gonna try to get this and see if we could change it to put it to meshy. The only reason I'm doing meshy to 3D is because meshy is probably one of the best ones in translating from 2D to 3D. And like I said, for educational purposes, this is not for distributing. Doing this for week. I own this guy already. Just to let you guys know, I do own them. I bought a couple of them. I bought them at Comic Cons. Every time I go, I do support them. But I wanted to make them smaller and have them on my desk, and they don't sell them. And also a keychain, unique. I wanted to do a keychain for myself, and they don't sell that product. It's just you buy what you get, pretty much. So we're gonna not scan the program. I mean, I could scan it with a 3D scanner, but instead of spending time scanning and all that, we're gonna translate into from 2D to 3D, and I'm gonna show you some of the steps I did. All right. So after gathering all the pictures in sending them out to the system, I'm gonna show you what I happened and what it produced on the first, actually on the second try, actually not the first try, on the second try, because I had to re-clean it up. All right, and I'm gonna show you what it did. All right, when I did it, I was like super impressed with it. But this is like the first one it did, and look at this. It couldn't understand the back end, even though I fed the pictures in the back. For some reason, it didn't come out with very good, and it had this extra thing here with thinking it was part of the axe. If you see the picture, I'm gonna bring the picture over so you guys can see it. It's the axe, all right. That's why it looks like it's part of his body, but that's just the axe itself. So it didn't quite understand the back end, and I'm gonna see if I can show you the back end. This is the back of him, and I fed the pictures, but I think on the first try, Meshi tries to mess with you, where they want you to spend more money so it could refine it, but they give you 4 tries for free, so it might not be that case, all right? So this is the back end of it, and I was a little bit, thrown off on it because the back end it's really bad. You can't even tell that there's hands. So what I did, I ended up gathering the bunny and hitting the refresh, and on the second try, this is the second try, it came out with this model. Look at this. From before, look at the front, changed a little bit. This is the first one, and this is the second one. And then the back, but still shows this little part right here where I was a little bit, disappointed when I was turning slowly. But look at the back. That's exactly what we want. And look at this. Look at that. It's just a little bit off. The actual finger's a little bit off here. 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4 with this one. And then let's see. See, you can't even tell pretty much, but it looks like he's kind of gathering the fingers together. It's kind of a little bit off, to be honest. But this is like the best probably that I'm gonna be able to get right now until they improve the system. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Now let's translate into let's get rid of this part right here. Now, what I found the easiest way to get rid of this, I'm gonna show you how to do that. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna show. I already done it, so I'm just show you the first steps I did and what I have to do for it. All right. So let me show you what I did. So Mesh Mixer is the program I use a lot for helping me improve some of the models. All right. So if you have some deformities and you want to recreate, it's like a ZBrush kind of thing, but it's a very simple way of learning how to use this program. I'm not going to do tutorials today, but if you guys like tutorials, let me know. Now, I'm going to import the file, and importing the file, I'm going to put this one, the original one, all right? Because I already done it. So here we are. We are with the original one, if you guys can see, and he does have the bump in here, right? And one thing I like to do is just assess the whole thing. And we're gonna try to get rid of this. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do a time lapse of everything, like what I'm doing step by step, and how to get rid of this part right here. And it's kind of like a little bit in the edge right there. There's a couple of ways you can do it. So what you want to do is hit select right here, and you can increase the size of it. But if you see that, it's just if you do this and you delete it, it's gonna delete the entire thing. You see that? You don't want that to happen because that's kind of like something that we're trying to avoid. So we want to do select and we want to change the size of it. And you there are two ways you can do it. I'm gonna do you could hold the button down on your mouse on the left click and you could do a circle so you could get ahead and then delete that. Look at that. We just took a big chunk out of it, right? All right, we're gonna go ahead and clean that out a little bit more, but because we cannot use the same tool again, we're gonna actually do by pixels, all right? And you can lower down the actual part of it, but right here, I'm just gonna try to see if I could grab some of the edges here and try to eat some of it right here and make it as smooth as possible. If you guys see that, I'm gonna get that one right there, that one. And then you can just keep deleting here and getting rid of this one, and this one. And then we left a little bit here. And of course, you could change the size of the brush right here on this one. So we are gonna lower it down just a little bit. That's too low. All right, so here we have the hole. If you guys can see it, I just completely eliminated. You saw what I did. It's very simple with the tool. All you have to do is select. Now we're gonna fix the hole, right? So we're gonna fix the hole. We're gonna let the system. You don't have to be 100% perfect because the system does the work for you. And the great thing about it is you're gonna go into analyze, right? Right here, analyze, inspect. Right, inspector, not inspector, right? And then you gotta say auto repair, right? And look at this magically filled in. Isn't that great? Look at that. And from here, you export into your printer, and look at that. Like it never happened. And if you see some of it, you can just send it off, some of the stuff. But look at this. We recreated, and of course, I had to go back and recreate another one. If you guys can notice, it fixed it up a little bit. You still can't tell that much, but it kind of looks like he has a four fingers kind of thing, one, two, three, and a half. And but I could make a cheat keychain out of him. I mean, this is not the perfection yet, but I am gonna work it to get a little bit better. But look at this, it's wonderful. It's working great, and so we have it. We're gonna export it now and see how it looks. So let's go ahead and export into Bamboo Labs and see how he looks like. All right, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so here's the final product. Look at this, and then you can see where the hole's at a little bit. You can still see it, but that's not going to come on the print. To be honest with you, it doesn't come on the print. So this is the actual print that I did, and I was able to do a little hole for a keychain. I'm carrying him around my keychain. Now, the only problem is that this part right here is too thin. Maybe I'm gonna thick it out a little bit. So, or maybe cut his ears and add some anchor in there so it won't fall off. But we're gonna try it out. A couple of days. I might put the keychain part, or maybe make a loophole somewhere else. Because this is kind of like a thinner part of it. But look at this beautiful little setup, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna move this guy here and bring an original picture so you guys can see how he looks like, how he's supposed to look like. All right, it's not 100% accurate, but it is identical to what I want to get. All right, they got the details. I mean, I was super impressed when I saw this, and just don't look at the back. That's all I said, But because I'm a fan and I'm a collector, I do collect this, and this is only for educational purpose. This will not be distributed. All right, and just to let you guys know, this is I'm not responsible for whatever actions you take. This is on you. This is only to train people on it. It's for training purposes. All right. So this model came out beautiful. It's my personal collection. That's what it is for. That's pretty much it. But it's very impressive what you can do. So now I'm going to museums. And I'm gonna start taking pictures of all the stuff I want to hold in possession of myself without stealing it. Printing it. It's just so Voss and stuff like that there. And not only that, if you go into the museum, the Smithsonian Museum, they have the 3D scan models that you can print at home. And we are going to take an option of that, and we're going to print maybe a Voss or something so you guys can see not only take the history and bring it back home too. And I'm looking at more like Roman stuff that I'm kind of interested. Also Troy, I want a history of Troy and stuff like that. Something with, just to make me feel like, hey, I'm at the museum. Bring that piece to museum. Just, instead of purchasing your memories, you can always print your memories out too, so, which is great. I don't know about gift shops no more. I mean, if they this technology is out there, then start banning people from taking pictures, because pictures recreating, this is just the first steps, and it's going to get a lot better than what it is. And to be honest with you, I was impressed with this. I love the artist. I support the artist. If you guys can make sure you guys support the artist, all right. I do own many of these characters. I wish I could bring them all here. Actually, I do. I am going to bring them up in my other channels that I have a toy collection. They're going to be out there, and I have a bunch of these. I collect a lot of these artists stuff because I always go to the conventions. I get them to sign it. I meet them and greet them because I'm an artist myself. I might not look making these 3D objects in here, but a little background on myself: big comic book artist, big comic book collector, big geek inside. So I know the struggles that artists go through. And this, support your artists, all right? And this is a must. If you ever go to Vegas, to, I believe it's area of 61. I'm not sure if 61 might be wrong, or 51. But they have a big store there. I'm not sure if it's still there. The store has a lot of the collectibles too. So you could also go there if you ever make a trip, hit them up and see, and help the supporter, help the artists out too. So let's take a look at the final product, how it looks. All right, so this is the actual finished character I did. Well, I didn't do it. It was a great artist that did this, but I just want to convert him into different sizes for myself, and this is came out perfect. I was able to remove that extra little thing in the back, but I was pleased with it. But the size, I didn't like it, and the meshing did a great job of actually getting the details. And it took me about 2 tries of actually to get the details, because the hands were where it was having a lot of issues understanding how was he getting this axe. So I had to add 3 more images in there from the back and the front. And the good thing is that the artist has this in the images, 3 different dimensions. This is only for educational purposes. That's what I'm doing it for, right? So if you ever go to a museum, you love something in the museum, you want to take a picture of it in different angles and then bring it home, and then transfer it for yourself, and just keep it as, I wouldn't recommend to sell. I would recommend it only for education purposes, and for yourself, right? So that's what it is for, and that's what I'm doing this for, just self-education. All right, now I did end up blowing this guy to a little larger than I expected, but this came out so fine. And this is PLA. This is PLA, all right? This is not, all right? This came out really fine. I mean, you can't even see some of the layer lines on it. It came out smooth in some of the plot. But look at this. Perfect. On the bottom is where you're going to see some of the layer lines, all right? But that's something you could sand off easily. And this character, I wanted to in black, and is a lot larger. He's probably like double the size of his original one. You could see far better print details on this one, of course, because it's larger. But this can go even higher than this. All right, now I am going to probably print a larger format on my Cobra Max 3, but this thing came out, and I put the filament here so you guys can see the difference filament. All right, this is PLA filament. All right, you can't see the shininess. You can see a lot of layer lines, and this is the black. There, I'm gonna put the actual filament that I printed out, and you can see one layer line here, which is stopped, I believe, but that's okay. But look at the actual, you can't even see the layer lines that much on that one compared to this one. All right, on the back, it even came out even better on the back, if you guys can see that. So we're gonna put this, and this is something that Meshi does really good at. It creates, if you have different angles on the picture, it gets them to you, and it's just great. Now to clean this out, I am going to sand it, just standing it up, and both characters make a great gift for yourself. This is for educational purposes only. I like the actual artist. I love it. I do support him. I have a collection, and that's why I was able to actually get more better description of it. Take your own pictures. upload them, and you'll have a lot of great fun with this program. Now, it does cost money. I'm not sponsored by them. I did this on my own, and I'm not selling these. These are for educational purposes only for. And I hope you guys enjoy this series on it. I'm going to continue doing more of this with this program, and you're going to see more of it. All right. So, hope you guys enjoy this video.